Actually, I came to UTMB in 1969 as a graduate student in the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences. And I remember the old BSM, which was down Market Street in an old house. And it was probably a historic home, I'm not sure. But it got condemned because the university wanted to build some buildings down there. And I remember going through the process in the early 70s of the construction of the new Baptist Student Center and the opening of that center and all the things that we used it for. And literally, no one in the Baptist world has spent a lot of money on that building since Sharon and I met there some 35 years ago or almost 40 years ago. Matter of fact, some of the same furniture was in that building that was in there in the early 1970s.
When I first walked into the BSM, I noticed it was very dark, very outdated. All the paneling up and the furniture was old, the carpet was old. The people were very nice and friendly, and that's what kept me there. But I did notice that the building needed some updates. So when Michael became our BSM director, we had several leadership meetings regarding kind of the direction that we wanted the BSM to go. We talked about renovations for the building, new ministries that we wanted to add. We had this big plan for the BSM, and then Hurricane Ike came.
By midday Friday, it had yet to start raining here in Galveston, but you can see the impact that Ike is already having. Waves are attacking this seawall, but unfortunately, this seawall doesn't wrap around the whole island, leaving a large portion open to Hurricane Ike.
When we returned to the island after Hurricane Ike, it was a really almost undescribable emotional experience to see such devastation from water. Not wind and damage like that we've seen with hurricanes, but just 80% of the island was submerged. And I remember after we had dealt with some issues at our home, going over to the main campus, and one of the first places I went was over to the BSM.
And when I walked into the BSM building, I saw that the water had rose about 3 feet. It soaked all of our furniture, it soaked our carpet, it destroyed all of our sheetrocks, all of our walls on the first floor. And then we found out later that on the second floor, the roof had taken significant damage and everything upstairs had to be replaced too. This was far more remodeling than we had initially planned. I remember thinking, God, how are we going to get past this? I also remember this shimmer of hope, this little glimmer, this glimpse of God's faithfulness during that time that said, even through this, Michael, good will come.
So after the hurricane, most of the work on the building was done by volunteers from all over the state of Texas and all over the nation as well. Not only did they volunteer their time and their skills, but they also volunteered materials and money as well. So we really owe it to them for the state that we're in today.
I know the BSM has been changed by the fact that there were so many volunteers who came from so many churches, so many people gave money to do things. The work that was done over the months were amazing.
So here we are 2 years later, almost on the 2-year anniversary of Hurricane Ike, and our building looks splendid. And it has been to me a testimony of God's faithfulness, that even in the most seemingly hopeless and destructive times, good can come. You can see the outside of the building. It's looked the same since, gosh, who knows, before I was born, that's for sure. But that's looked the same. What's changed is inside. Let me show you. Here you see our big room. This is where we have nice couches and nice projector and audio equipment that we can watch movies and have all sorts of study times, and we do a lot of meetings in here, and it's wired for the computer, so we can just hook our computer up. It's a really multi-use space. Over here you see a coffee area. This is where we have nice stools purchased for us by the BGCT. We have some coffee making equipment, a microwave, and a refrigerator. Everything that you need just to feel at home. We want students to feel at home here when they study and when they hang out. Let me show you upstairs. Up here we have a really fantastic kitchen that has served us well. It was one of the first things that was put in by one of the many groups that have just done so much for us here. Here you see the big room. This is where we have lunches on Thursdays. We sometimes do praise and worship up here. We have meetings up here. Our hope for this building has been that it would be a home for students to come and feel welcome, to feel quite literally like it's a home for them, like it's a place that's free for them to study and free for them to love Jesus, serve the Lord, and enjoy Christian fellowship.
This building's been incredible. We've been able to eat here on Thursdays, and just having lunch here alone has been great. You know, a meal's planned. You don't have to prepare. You don't have to pay for anything, and you can just eat, enjoy the fellowship, and then also devote some time to reading some scripture that's provided, and have a discussion and have it fit in with the busy day. Personally, me and a friend, before our most recent final, were able to study in here for 4 days straight, 12 to 14 hours a day.
The BSM has been amazing in helping us maintain that community. This is a place where we can have Bible study. We have lunch on Thursday, and you see everyone here, and we can study here. It's a place where you can just convene with those people that they know where you are. They understand you on a different level than some of the other people that we interact with here.